So coming out tonight was a bit of a gamble. When I left the house, grey skies everywhere, but the weatherman predicts some half decent weather for sunset. So what I've done is I've come out to Seven Sisters, which is about an hour's drive away from me. I've been here before. So the reason that this is part one of landscape photography at Seven Sisters is because there's the Cuckmere River, which is, it's literally right here. Try not to fall in. There is a river right here. That's Cuckmere River. That is cutting us off from getting to the other side. So today I'm on the, which way are we? Today I'm on the east side. This is part one, part two will have other locations. Whilst I'm here, if you were to see up on the top of that hill, right up there, just on top of that hill where those sheep are, that is a fantastic vantage point of the river itself. I'll chuck up a photograph now that I've taken whilst up there. So if you're looking to find your way here to take some photographs or just take a walk, go on Google, type in Cuckmere River. Don't use Google, ask Jeeves. Jeeves has got nothing to do, ask Jeeves. So you're looking for East Dean Road, which is Seaford, Cuckmere River. It's nice and easy to find anyway. This is Cuckmere River. This is what's dividing us from the other side. Tonight is quite spontaneous. My wife said I was allowed to go out of the house, so I literally just grabbed the camera bag, took off, and here I am. So I've not looked at tide times. I've looked at the photographer's ephemeris and sunseeker to see exactly where the sun will be setting. Now I can see the sun, it's over there, it's the bright bit in the sky. But what I don't know is if that's going to sidelight the cliffs, and secondly, if that's going to fall behind a hill at sunset. That is not something that the app will tell you. We're only going to know that when we climb to the top of the hill. And to add to the pressure, car park closes at 9, so I'd rather not walk home. It's a bit of a walk home. So I'm going to have to abandon the photo shoot just after sunset. Some of my avid followers will say, Ben, why are you making another video about photography at Seven Sisters? You've already done one. Well, I did the first one about 2 years ago when I was just getting into YouTube. It's pretty rough around the edges, and I was on the west side of the river, which I'll revisit, but just feel like remaking some of my old videos. God damn awful, but you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? I'm trying out a new route. Last time took a straight line down to the beach. This might be a shortcut. It might just be a bit more of a gradual hike up the hill because this is quite steep in places. See these cottages up here? Those cottages up on the hill, they are known as the Coast Guard cottages. Not so photogenic from this side. Maybe that'll be in part 2 or part 3 of this photographing Seven Sisters. Because the Seven Sisters, which I believe they're called that because there are 7 cliffs. I'm going up the first sister today, if you can say that. Then you get a really, really good vantage point of the others. I think ironically, in the video that I made of Seven Sisters from over there, I said, got that shot in the bag, I don't need to return. I'm going to say this on camera. Hopefully I've got the shots in the bag today. Here I am in 2018, back again. Need to get a bit of a move on actually. I think my sunlight's starting to hide behind clouds. No! Don't get to come out very often. Don't ruin it for me, clouds. Not much further now. And then the view reveals itself. There we go. Whoa, sweating. Now, as I said earlier, I've not done any research on this. As you can see, the tide is out. No good. But the sun is bang there, exactly where you'd want it. So there's still potential if those clouds disappear. I'm going to set my camera up right here and see if I can get a shot. See this situation behind me? This is exactly why I started a YouTube channel. Because before I had the videos, people would just see the end product. And they wouldn't see all the fails, all the effort that is required to come up this hill, leave my family at home, stuff my dinner down, drive for an hour, get here for the most disappointing sky. So the thing is, the app that I was looking at earlier. See, what the app doesn't take into account is that I'm not taking this photograph from the peak of the first hill, and therefore the sun is falling behind the first hill. And it doesn't take into account the hills behind that hill. So you have to just recce out these locations. There looks to be a pretty sweet sunset in that direction. Maybe I should just head on over the hill. Ah, what a fail. I don't even know if I want to post a photograph that I've taken here. It's so flat. I appear to have left my bag in an ant's nest, which is an added bonus. Look at this guy putting his camera away. No photographs to show for it. Oh, how does he sleep at night? Right, let's get going. If you're going to shoot this location and you do want to photograph into the sun, you want to get sunrise. In the summer, if I were to come here tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning, which I'm not going to, the sun is going to rise over there. But if you come in the winter, sun's over here and it lights up the cliffs. So you want to be doing it sunrise in winter. That's when I've been before. The sun just pops up behind Barracuda, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sun's coming out. The sun's coming out now, look! Can you actually believe it? The sun has come out as I was walking away from the location. Look! Just come over the top of the hill. There it is! That's the sun! Ah! It's a bit too low on the cliff now though. Stupid sun. I'm editing this video and it's not exactly going to plan, so I'm heading back. Let's go. These ones. Okay, let's go back to Seven Sisters. Here we go. And I am back at my location and out of breath. And I've got a bit more company this time. I'm up here. Much better conditions. Not perfect conditions, but much better conditions. Let's go and take a look. As you can see from my shadow here, we've just made it in time. The cliffs are still lit up. I've not got much time, so I'm going to set up the camera, get a photograph of these cliff faces lit up. Let's go! I have faith that the sun's going to come back out again. It's done exactly the same thing that it did last time. Bank of clouds behind me, and the sun keeps going behind the clouds and then coming back out again. I've got a few shots, I've got some regular shots, and then I've got some long exposure, or one long exposure that's correctly exposed. So I wasn't making videos, I just had to, whilst the sun was out, I just had to make the shot, So yeah, hard work again. Like I said earlier, I'm back in better conditions. This time, you will see, as I said in the first, you remember the younger me that was here that was frustrated that he wasn't getting any good photographs? I'm back, and it's high tide this time. Last time we were here, there was a bit of beach and it's black and it's a bit messy. Come on, high tide. This is what you get at high tide. Much better, much cleaner composition. Genuine smile. I've got some shots in the bag, so I am a happy Ben. The sun hasn't actually come back out again. Why am I always waving so much? Look behind me. Look. Seven Sisters. Well, 6, probably. Probably 6, because I'm on the first one. So the sun has not shown itself again, but I'm taking full advantage of the diffused light that I'm getting from that direction. And just doing some long exposure, so I'm getting some lovely smooth water. Trying not to knock my camera down the hill and off the edge of the cliff. There's not much happening in the sky over here. Which way are these clouds going? The sky's kicking off in that direction. Look. But I want the sky over here. I think I'm going to hang around for a bit longer because when the sun sets over there, if this lot starts to light up with colours, then I think that the sky in that direction will light up as well, and I can continue to get some long exposures here. In the meantime, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and venture down there a little bit and see if I can get some new compositions that I've never tried before. They are ruining my video. Right, so this is what the view looks like from over that crest. I'm at the bottom of this now. I'm not going to set my camera and tripod up here. I mean, I'm not particularly close to the edge. I think I've still got another, say, 10 or 15 meters, but this looks a bit sketchy. If I put my tripod here, if I put my bag down, anything could just roll off the edge, so I don't think it's an award-winning composition, so I'm not going to bother. Right, back up this hill. Yeah, I think this is a better vantage point from it's almost the peak of the first cliff. It's by this big white patch which everybody stands on. This is the take a selfie spot, which is, as you can see, right on the edge of a cliff, which is not clever. That's today's safety lesson over. Well, look, brought a bike with me because I've got to get back to the car park before it closes at 9. So I'm just sitting and chilling now, waiting for the sun to set to see if these clouds kick off at all. Probably sitting in the same ant's nest that I sat in last time. Totally worth waiting around for this. The sun has now set. I originally came here to get a photograph of these cliffs lit up by the sun setting, but the sun is hidden behind some clouds. But now I'm getting some colour in the sky. If you can see that, maybe you can see a bit of colour there. The exposure of the sea, the cliffs and the sky, it's all about the same sort of region. So I don't have any grad filters on, no polarizer, just a 10-stop ND filter, 2 minutes exposure. Look at the colour of that sky, it's the same as my shirt. Sun is setting over the top of that hill, nothing happening in the sky over there, grey and blue. You come round here, and then this is where all the colour is. Look at this. So it's totally worth hanging about to see what happens with the sky after sunset. This isn't originally what I came here for. I came here to get a sunset shot with the sun actually hitting the cliffs. It creates massively high contrast scenes, but this is even better. I always carry around my long exposure filters for instances like this. Just taken one portrait and I'm just doing a final landscape. But when I looked at the portrait image, I thought, that's it, that's the winner. Typically, when I go back home and I look at my photographs, I upload them to Lightroom, the last image will be the winning one, because when I get the shot, I'm done. Let's go. Right, that was the last shot. Gonna get back to the car. I've got 21 minutes to get back to the car. So as always, thank you for watching my haphazard videos about landscape photography. No regrets that I came back for a second time. That was definitely necessary. Tune in for part 2 where I'm going to be on the other side of the river and taking in the Coast Guard cottages and a few other locations as well. Time to go home, I think. See you in the next video. I can't salute because I'm holding onto a bike. Just pretend I saluted.